It is no use just waking up early. What is more important is that you wake up better and more willing. What's the use of just getting up early, feeling miserable and sleepy? Let me ask a few questions to see if this conversation is for you. Do you want to start all your days in a positive way? Would you like to take care of your mind, your body, your productivity first thing in the morning? Do you have trouble waking up? Do you have more than one alarm triggered because you never wake up the first time it goes off? Do you press the snooze button several times to have a few more minutes of sleep? If the answer is yes, let me tell you that in 2016, Hal Elrod published a book called The Miracle Morning. This book promises to improve your mornings as well as your life. The book gained popularity among people who wanted to wake up earlier, have more energy, and produce their best more often. A productive day depends on a productive morning. The main idea you have to understand is that a productive day depends on a productive morning. And a productive morning basically depends on waking up at the time you choose and following a morning ritual that you laid out. When you start the day with quality, you're using consistency in your favor. Consistency is a very powerful aspect of human behavior. If you start well, the tendency is for you to be consistent throughout the day, meaning that you keep making good choices. And this results in a day of top quality choices. The opposite is also true. When you don't make good choices early in the morning, your consistency behavior mechanism realizes that it is okay, it is acceptable to have other bad choices throughout the day. So don't make exceptions. Don't keep changing your mind about your plans. If you have something planned to do something, just go and do it. This reinforces the fact that you're not the type of person who's going to be cheating on your own goals. So the key word is consistency. Unproductive mornings generate less productive days, and unproductive days generate an unproductive life. Therefore, the quality of your life depends on the quality of your mornings. Having a morning ritual is key to getting up at the right time and having the willingness to do what needs to be done. This is why, in the course Planning Your Life, we'll do together a series of activities to prepare and execute all the steps in your planning and in your organization, including your morning routine. But what does waking up at the right time mean? It means that you clearly work out the best time for you, so you don't have to hit this snooze button on your phone to put off getting up. You want to wake up with excitement, with a genuine desire to get up and live your day. When you press this snooze button, you are avoiding waking up with a sense of purpose. You're telling basically to yourself that you don't want to wake up to your life. You don't want to do the things, you don't want to experience that particular day. Just think about the happiest days of your life. Maybe when you're having a trip or when you are celebrating something special. You probably did not press the snooze button because you really wanted to get up, you wanted to enjoy that occasion. So celebrate that day. And to have that enthusiasm, establish what you will do when you wake up the night before. This helps to clarify your goals. You have more incentive to wake up and live life according to your own terms. Set your alarm clock to the desired time and leave the alarm clock well away from your bed to make it impossible for you to be clicking this snooze button and go back to sleep. And when the alarm clock rings on the other side of the room, you're gonna wake up, get up, turn off the alarm clock and go directly to brush your teeth. Overcome the temptation to go back to bed and sleep just for a few more minutes, because this is a way of cheating on your goals. Early in the morning, you want to be a coherent, consistent person who makes good choices throughout the entire day. 6 practices to save your mornings. Here at Arata Academy, I always support you to use your intelligence and your creativity to customize your own approach according to your own needs. Therefore, it is you who's going to be creating your own morning ritual. Just as an illustrative example, I'm going to explain to you that the morning ritual of the Miracle Morning consists of 6 practices, which are silence, affirmations, visualizations, physical exercises, reading, and writing. These practices form the acronym SAVERS: silence, affirmations, visualization, exercise, reading, and scribbling. These lifesavers are the 6 things that you need to do as soon as you wake up in order to have extremely positive and productive day. Let's take a look at each one of them. You're gonna use silence to listen to your own voice. Silence. That is the practice of meditation, prayer, any other kind of reflection that makes sense to you. In the midst of this hectic world that we live in, it is essential that you have the moments of silence to listen to your own inner voice. And this is a way to start the day slowly, in a contemplative way. This puts you in a completely different state of mind than if you woke up terrified of being late, or turning on the television, or checking your social media on your phone. The problem of waking up and running off to some appointment, or watching television, or checking social media is that all of these, they'll put you in a reactive state of mind. Instead of you living your morning in a way that makes sense to you, making you be more aware of what is important to you, these activities will shift your focus of attention to what is important to the agenda of other people. Take advantage of these valuable first minutes of your day to practice silence and reflection and gratitude. This will have a profound impact in the rest of your day. Soon after this reflection, then you move on to affirmations. Review your intentions clearly through affirmations. Affirmations are things that you say to yourself by establishing your goals for that particular day. What did you discover while you were doing your silence? What is truly important for you today? Formulate sentences and affirmations that increase your level of clarity. And whether you do this consciously or not, you spend the day having various types of thoughts and as kind of an internal monologue. And this monologue can be useful to increase your quality of life, or it can also be harmful, making your day miserable. To have useful thoughts, you need to articulate clearly what is that you want to see happening in every area of your life. For example, let's imagine you are on a weight loss diet. First thing in the morning, you should state that you want to follow the diet during that day. This will help you to achieve your goal. You can commit to eating healthy foods and also avoiding what is bad for you. So your morning affirmations will help you to keep in mind exactly how you should behave in that particular day. In addition to reviewing specific goals and behaviors for the day, the statements can also be broader and deeper. Affirmations at an identity level help to define the type of a person you want to be. For example, if you are experiencing relationship difficulties with your husband or wife, you can use the affirmation that you are a person who does their best to communicate with respect. That you are the person who above all actively listens to the needs of the other person, that you use emotional intelligence to communicate your needs in a non-violent way, that you're a person who practices empathy. And all these affirmations are at the identity level about the type of a person you are. Visualize what your ideal day will look like. The third practice of morning ritual is visualization. Visualization complements, it adds up to the affirmations. If, for example, you said to yourself that you're going to spend the day following your diet, eating healthy foods, and also avoiding what is bad for you, now is the time to visualize how you're going to be doing all of that. You can close your eyes and imagine what your breakfast will look like, your lunch and your dinner. You can see the body you want to have, the health you deserve, that you'll be doing your exercises. All of this is going to become even more powerful when you create a vision board. The vision board will be using images to represent what you want. You can grab magazines and crop pictures that represent what it is that you want. You can find images on the internet and print them out, or you can keep all these images saved in one album in your phone. All of this will give you a clear picture of everything you want to achieve in your day and consequently in your life. Move your body early in the morning. So far, you've taken care only of your mind. The fourth step of the ritual is to work your body a little bit in the morning. With our hectic lives, we tend to leave physical activity for later, and later turns out to never. If we leave exercise until the end of the day, we're going to be already too tired or simply out of time. If you don't have time to go to the gym to do your main workout, you can take 10 to 15 minutes and do the same workout at home. You can do high-intensity interval training just with your body weight. You can do also a short yoga session. Choose an exercise that best suits you and also in your mornings. Here, consistency is more important than the intensity or the duration of your workout. And by doing this, your body will be more energized for the rest of the day. Reading and writing should also be part of your morning. The final two steps of the morning ritual are ones that very few people do. I'm talking about the simple act of reading and writing. First, you have to read. But don't read garbage. Don't read what your friends are posting on social networks. Don't read the news websites, or even the newspaper. What you should be reading is valuable material that makes you develop as a person. It can be a technical book in your professional field. It can be fictional literature that makes you think. It can be something you want to learn. Learn, for example, how to invest better so you have more financial wealth. You can learn how to communicate better, to have better relationships. You can learn new languages. all related to your continued improvement. Usually we leave reading to the end of the day when we are already too tired, and that is why we often end up not reading. Now, if you read early in the morning, you're gonna read more than most people. If you read only 10 pages a day, think, you're gonna read 3,650 pages a year. That means on average 18 books a year. After reading, the last step of the ritual is to write. You're going to write a diary with everything you've absorbed during your silence, your affirmations, your visualization. Write about how you felt when you were exercising. Write about what you learned from these books that you're reading. Write down your new commitments that you have with yourself and the tasks that you accomplish. Write down what you did yesterday, the lessons you learned. Write what you're grateful for in your life. And by writing things down, you organize your thoughts. And this makes it much easier to transform what was once just an abstract dream into concrete reality. And after reading, your morning ritual has come to an end. Now you can have your breakfast, you can prepare to go to work, knowing that you've already taken care of your mind and body with a great start to the day. By being consistent, your next choices will also be top quality choices. You only need 1 hour to change your life. For those who wake up and run off to work because they are already too late, doing a morning ritual like this may seem completely unfeasible, but all you need is 1 hour to complete all these 6 life savers and have the example that we just presented. 5 minutes of silence, 5 minutes for visualizations, 5 minutes for visualization, 20 minutes of exercise followed by 20 minutes of reading, and finally 5 minutes of writing. If you really don't have available time to do this in your morning, you can experiment by waking up 1 hour earlier. How can you do that? It is possible by choosing to sleep 1 hour earlier. It may be that the change in your sleep schedule is rewarded by a positive state of mind while you take care of your mind and your body early in the morning. Or maybe not. Only you will be able to say after you try it. For the days when you really don't have time for anything, there is a minimalist version of this ritual that can be done in 6 minutes. 6 minutes. In this version, you devote 1 minute to each one of the 6 lifesavers. You wake up calmly after a good stretch, then you just sit in bed, purposefully silent for 1 minute. During the next minute, you make your daily affirmations, reminding yourself who you want to be and putting meaning into what you want to do in the day that has just begun. Now, in the 3rd minute, you close your eyes and then you visualize what you want for your life. And then you pick a diary, you write down some of the things that you're grateful for, which you're proud of, and the results that you are committed to achieving in that particular day. Next, you take your book that you're reading and just read 1 page. Or perhaps 2 pages, something that you can do in 1 minute. And finally, get out of bed, spend the last minute moving for 60 seconds. You can do a few simple exercises with your body weight, such as push-ups, jumping jacks, sit-ups. Adapting to your own miracle morning. Practicing silence and making affirmations and visualizations and moving the body and reading and writing, they're all activities that can benefit anyone. But that does not mean that everybody should follow exactly the same morning ritual. Each of us is different. We have different needs, different circumstances, different limitations. Therefore, the ideal approach is to adapt the morning ritual to your lifestyle and the time that you have available. For example, if you cannot do your exercises in the morning without it negatively affecting your other tasks, your other dimensions, don't blame yourself. Don't let perfectionism get in the way. Simply do the ritual that fits into your routine and then allow yourself to exercise another time of the day. The miracle morning will only happen if it is consistent in your life. And to be consistent, it has to be something pleasurable. Therefore, only include activities that help you to achieve your goals and that are possible to accomplish. As well as this, keep the ritual fresh and fun, exciting. Change the way that you practice your silence, change the exercises, read different types of books. In the end, the morning ritual is a habit. You have already seen in our Arata Academy channel that we have lots of material on how to create habits. And like any habit, the morning ritual needs time to be created. The important thing is that you keep consistency and you begin to do the ritual as soon as you wake up. This is the trick to success. Also, the ritual itself must be its own reward. You need to be feeling good when you're doing these activities, as well as after doing these activities. Because if it is not enjoyable to do, it's probably not worth doing. The quality of your life depends on the quality of your days, and the quality of your days is strongly influenced by the way you start your days. Creating and maintaining a morning ritual that makes you feel good in the very first hour is an excellent habit for anyone who wants to add up more productivity, more achievement, more satisfaction to their own lives. Thus, the morning ritual is one of the essential parts of a good life planning. And if you want to go beyond and develop a complete life plan, Arata Academy has a new course specially dedicated to this, which you can visit at arata.se/planning your life.